Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday. How's everybody doing out there? If you're with me here in Discord or in YouTube, go ahead and say what's up. See who we got in here. We got Justice, we got Market Bully, Mitch, Trader Page, Eric, Futures Trading Today, Rui, Trend Friend, Jonathan, X4M, G-Lines, Mitchell, Mike. We got Otter. We have Jamal, Trend Friend, BJ, Alex, Midland, Mike, Mobasher, Caesar, Paul, and Mike Z. We also got Redbook, we got Mitch, we got Jim, and Austin. Hey, everybody. Good morning, Romaine. Good morning, Christian. Good morning, Smooth. Good morning, Papa Bull. Had my best trade to date, plus $830. Way to go, Justice. Wow. That's a great way to start the Tuesday right there. Well done. Congratulations on that one. That's awesome. I haven't taken any trades yet myself. I'm sitting at zero right now. No trades. Good morning, K Stala. Already up 1.2K during the London session. Not sure if I'm going to join the action during the New York session. Congratulations there, K Stala. Very, very nice. Give it up for K Stala and also Justice in here. Justice having his best trade ever. So let's kick things off, right? Let's hit that lucky like button. So I don't know if you guys were tuning in here yesterday, but we are giving away a Top Step Combine sometime this week. And the benchmark for today, we're dropping that down 100 likes. So if we get to 400 likes today, I don't know if we can get there, but if we can get to 400 likes today, we will give away that Top Step Combine today. If not, if we don't reach 400 likes today, we will have the benchmark at 300 likes tomorrow, 200 likes on Thursday, or 100 likes on Friday. I think we could get there by tomorrow. I think Wednesday, 300 likes. I think that you guys will get there because you guys keep getting pretty close to about 300 likes. But it's okay. Otter says, I missed the 2K subs days. It's okay because we're giving away that Top Step Combine this week, not when we initially got that 2K sub mark. So there we have it. But yeah, today, Tuesday, we do have some interesting stuff happening in the way of data. We don't have any pre-market data that's coming out here. We don't have anything being released here in the pre-market, but we do have some data that's coming out right after the market opens at 9:45. We do have the S&P Global Services PMI that is out 15 minutes after the New York Open. Then we have at 10 a.m., which is just 15 short minutes after that, 30 minutes after the market opens. We have the TIPP Economic Optimism read, which is going to be interesting for the Fed. We have the JOLTS job openings also coming out at 10, and the ISM Services Index and the Services Employment Services New Orders, all from the ISM at 10 a.m. And that's pretty much it in the way of data today. Tomorrow, we do have some interesting data that we are going to be trading here in the pre-market, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that, trading that myself. And do remember, we are in a blackout period right now because the FOMC is coming at you next week, a week from tomorrow. That's right, next Wednesday. So FOMC going to be very, very exciting. Going to be a lot of fun to trade. We'll trade that in here as well. We'll be trading that live. It'll be a lot of fun. So let's take a look at the charts here. I wanted to start off with a naked chart. The market is pushing up a little bit here. Does the Redbook data impact the NQ? Usually not really, not so much. Redbook retail sales have had very little impact on the markets lately. Wow, we were shooting straight up. Is anybody long this right now? Got my Top Step X email for a trial. Have you tried it? Yeah, we tried it here on stream. When I was trying it, didn't have the trailing stop, so I stopped using it. But I think that is now fixed. So maybe we'll go back and we'll revisit Top Step X in here. Anybody long this market right now? We're getting a push up in the NQ through 800 here. Interesting to see this little perk that we're getting across the board here. Long from 90 on my Top Step X account. Good luck there, Christian. Long at 795. Good luck there, Savage. Good morning. Oh, nice. Must have been before I found your page. Yeah, it was. I think it was like last week or the prior week to that that we traded Top Step X. Highly recommend it. I mean, you get a free combine for trying it out. You can't beat that, right? Good morning, Jiva. So yeah, let's get to it on the chart here. Let's drop it into the 4 hour first here and start getting some lines drawn on the chart. Start out with some red lines here. And we'll start down here. Want to get up here. Oh, I forget with this line tool, we got to keep dragging these lines. Get up to there. And we'll get up here as well. And then right to the bottom of that wick there. And then we'll switch over to a yellow line. Want to get this right here. So these are the areas that should be interesting on the 4 hour. Let's go into the 1 hour. Drop this down in here. Good luck to you folks that are long here. The market is pushing up. It is holding these 800s right now. I'm just kind of watching it out of the corner of my eye here. VWAP here is at 799.25. So as long as it's holding strong above this, there was a big perk out of Apple. I don't know if there was news that caused that perk. Let's just see. Check the headlines here if there's anything. Reportedly told the Indian government that the proposed rule for universal phone charge will hit its local production targets. Asked to exclude the iPhone from the rule or postpone it. And that's India officially mandating the USB-C port for mobile phones being sold in India. So that's the latest headline that came out about it. But Apple did hit a pretty large spike there. If we actually go into Apple's chart here, I mean, this is the spike that I'm talking about. I mean, that's on the 1 hour, but even on the 5 minute here, see pretty large spike here from 188.60 all the way up to 190.25. So pretty wild stuff there. You can get a free reset if you blew your account yesterday from Rhythmic error and your position not closing. Just talk to support. Thank you, Peachy. So yeah, folks, if you did end up blowing your account yesterday, go ahead and reach out to Top Step Support. They are the best in the game when it comes to support, I'm telling you. Market is still pushing up here. I wonder if that was the low for now, if we're going to continue to rally. I would expect that we'd probably see a little bit more sell side pressure at some point going into the FOMC because we still have a lot of people that are going to be taking profits here. All right, so looking at the 1 hour here, this area is kind of interesting around here. I'm going to actually bring in my session volume profile so we can see a little bit more of the volume here. Yeah, just looking at that right now. Definitely want to get one up in here. Up in that range. Right around there. Change that into a green. And then we'll get one up in this area here. So what do we have room to? That's about 200 points of range there. And then to the downside, I mean, that's 600 points of range. So 400 points of range. Yeah, so that should be good. We repriced the daily fair value gap yesterday. Those all-time highs are looking very logical, not going to lie. Yeah, it's interesting. I expected that we would have painted further down there. I thought we would have hit, close to that 614 benchmark to the downside there. But it is interesting to see, how the market is sort of reacting here. Let's actually get a trend going here from these lows. What was the low on this candle? 70, what was that? 21.25. So we'll drop that down. Get that to 21.25. And then I want to get the trend here. That should be good. Okay, cool. I think these charts are now set up and ready to go for today. Maybe this one can come down just a touch here. Get that one right around there. Could we go a little bit more? Probably right there is probably good. Yeah, so this is the zones that I should be watching today. I do want to see if we can actually get back into this area of liquidity here. Although it should be short-lived, we should pump up into that liquidity. If we are going to auction higher today, it's pretty likely that we're going to exceed that. So I'm going to be watching pretty closely for that. Let's drop it into the 15 and see if we see anything interesting here. Not so much. I mean, it is just kind of basing out here. If you were long from, anything above 770, you're looking pretty right now. Good morning, Kenneth. Yeah, we could just still touch those mid 600s. Yeah, absolutely. If this trend does break down here and we start encroaching below 721.25, can definitely do it. Can you call it the levels where you place the lines? Yeah, sure. Let's see here. 16,008.5, 15,944.75, 15,875 and 3/4, 830 and 1/4, 721 and 1/4, 614 even, 470 and 1/2. So that's where we have our lines placed there. So I want to see actually if we can get back up above that 830 and 1/4 there, and see if we can get some movement there to the top side. We are kind of tussling here at the VWAP. BJ says, let's take a look at crude here. What's happening in crude? Wow, off a cliff here. Any news about oil here? I know OPEC Plus had some things to say yesterday. So yesterday, OPEC Plus production cuts can absolutely continue beyond Q1, and that was from the Saudi energy minister. That headline was out yesterday morning. So I'm actually surprised to see this continuing to drop today. But yeah, wow, 72, spot 34 there. That's actually pretty wild. Did not expect. Thanks for pointing that out there, BJ. Any of you crude traders in here? I'm curious on Top Step X what the tilt is on crude right now, if it's mostly short. So let's see if we can actually hold this VWAP here on these 15-minute bars. Surprised to see it down after they announced oil floor for 2024 will be $80 in a barrel. Yeah, it's very interesting here, actually. I'm actually shocked to see that. So still no trades yet. I do want to see if the price comes down here and kind of finds some strength here at 790. If it does, I could probably see myself taking a long here. We did reject off the VWAP so far. Apple is coming back down. Really, the only strength that I saw this morning for the NQ here was in Apple. So if we do kind of break down the 790 area, I would be interested in taking this short. If we do firm up here at the 790s, potentially looking at this for a nice little long here. But it does look awfully heavy here, going in the 790s. I'm going to take that short and move my stop to about 790. Let's see here, 97 and 1/4. That's what we're working with here. So if we remain weak here below the VWAP, which is right around 800, then I will add into this. Try to give myself a little bit more room here. Putin to discuss conflicts in Ukraine during talks with Saudi Arabia. Yeah, there you go. That's probably what it is. So we have Putin talking with OPEC Plus, Saudi Crown Prince. That could be what it does. I traded oil exclusively, but I got burned so many times, so I'm breaking up with oil for now. My losses are bigger than wins, and it's so hard to read oil chart. It has no explanation spikes. You got to really be tuned in to the news and what's going on there. What time frame is your chart? Trading chart? I trade off of a 15-minute usually. This over here is a 30-second, just so you can see my executions. I don't trade off of a 30-second chart. This is just off another monitor over here, and this is kind of the broadcast screen from my my streaming computer. And so on that one, you know, it's just a 30-second chart, but do not trade off of a 30-second chart by any means. So let's see if we're weak here at these 90s or if this is going to hold here. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah. Yeah, we do have a lot of the components of the NAS that could snap and break down here. So seeing if we have some sell side pressure showing up at these 90s. I'd like to see a reject around 795 as well if it starts to bring back the auction a little bit higher here. Oil had a perfect 4-hour double bottom so far. Good to know. I'm adding into that second lot here. Terrible, terrible fill, but we'll take it. Looking to run this down to 780 into that trend line, which will be right around 770 if we can get down there. A little perk back up here. Let's see if we can get one more lot up here on the ask. Filled there on the ask. 3 lots now short. And like I said, as long as this thing is weak below 795. I'm interested in hammering this thing short. If you pay for the data our company pays for the oil data is pretty. I have not seen that one. Just joined TopStep, but how do you trade on it? They're going to send you an email. It depends on which software platform that you chose, but they're going to send you an email. Goodness, I'm tired. If you pay for the data our company pays for the oil data is pretty good. I've never heard that one, though. Never heard of that company. Ralph says, is there any way to bank the free reset from TopStep Fire Drill last week? It lasts for a week. You just have to use it within 1 week. I believe that's the stipulation on it. So I want to see the 790 area be weak here. If this does pump back up to around 795 and show some weakness up there, then I'll hammer it again. But if we're showing that strength and this is kind of garnering some strength, it's still looking weak. I mean, if Apple does continue to roll here, it really was the only strong component of the NAS. So I'm going to watch here around 795. That should be kind of the tell on this trade here. Yeah, somebody's trying to sell this right now. So no matter which TopStep combine amount, you pass all of them, cost $149 to get funded. Yeah, that's why I say I only trade the 150Ks. You pass a 50K, it's $149. You pass a 100K, it's $149. You pass a 150K, it's $149. But it's one lifetime fee. You don't pay monthly on that. It's just one lifetime fee. But yeah, Ralph, if you, I think you get the free reset for a whole week. Good morning, Amato. Good to see you. All right, so watching here at 795, this is kind of our tell here about whether or not we're going to continue into this position. VWAP's right up at 800. So 795, they're pushing this up a little bit here. Seeing if we have any weakness. A little bit of a green candle there on SPY. Watching this push up here. A couple green candles across the board. Yeah, this might just push right up through 800 here and get stopped out. Just watching here. Continued production cuts from signal OPEC sees excess supply. There's also seasonal rotation from summer travel season, and the Dixie remains stubbornly above 103. Thanks for the update there, Jay. Until December 8th is the last week reset that they give. Yeah, so yeah, that makes sense. So until December 8th is when you can use that reset. All right, stopped out there. I do want to see if this is actually weak around this 800 area, and we can button this back up and put a trade back on here. But yeah, we were looking for that breakdown of 790 and then the encroachment towards the 770 area. So I was looking for 20 handles on that. Unfortunately, took a 10 handle loss. Just about. So we want to see how this is conducting around 805. If we're going to get that push up, 805, we could again risk 10 handles for the push up to 830. And this is, again, this is, we talk about this week and this month. This is a little bit of a thinner market, so it is a lot easier to manipulate the price around. The way I was eyeing this, though, so it looked like Microsoft, Meta, Nvidia, Google they were all sort of rolling over there. And they all suddenly caught a bid alongside SPY here as well. So if SPY is going to be auctioning strong above 455.5, I could see this thing continuing. So We do want to see if we can actually, if we're holding this area here around these 800s, if we're holding above 800, I want to be looking at a long. If we're rejecting 800s, I want to look at a short back down targeting those 770s. December is that manipulated month. Yeah, exactly. So watching up here at 805, seeing if we have continuation here. Seeing if they're exhausting up at these 805s. There's a downward trend that held it up. Same one that broke out at 8 a.m.-ish to spike up. Yeah, there's this little downtrend right here. I'm seeing the same thing. But yeah, we were leaning into that, looking for that breakdown of that 790 area. And they are pushing this up here. And filled long there, 2 lots. So looking for the breakout of these highs here. If we do get that breakout, we do have room up to 830 and a quarter. So that's what I'm going to be watching for here. Bottom of the hour is coming in 5 minutes, and that should bring in some liquidity. So we're looking for this breakout to the top side here. Thanks for all the time and effort you put into this. Gives novice traders like myself so much better appreciation for the skills one needs to develop. Yeah, absolutely. Great having you with us here, Justice. See you here often. So watching for this breakout here. So remember how much the Fed is relying on employment data. We have the JOLTS job opening data today at 10 a.m. That's the data that's going to be moving the market around here. I'm going to add into that actually. I'm looking for this breakout above 810 now. We're holding it back above VWAP. That's pretty strong, but just have to be wary that they're not going to stuff this here. We don't want this to just be a topside liquidity grab. We want to see continuation. So that if they start to stuff this, we'll boogie on out. Actually going to move my stop just in case we get a flash down. I'm not expecting it, but just in case. I want to see SPY above 455.5 as well. So now we're looking for this to hold above 805 here. It's kind of our benchmark line in the sand. I'm adding into that actually. Watching for this break above 810 now. Somebody is selling 810, but if we break through that, it will be pretty strong to the top side. We do have room to 830 and a quarter. Redbook retail sales are going to be coming out in about 30 minutes now. I believe if it breaks above 820, it's a buy and makes me believe that it's filled all gaps. Yeah, there's still, I mean, every seller that's coming in, they're still buying these sellers. So that's what is giving me confidence right now in this position. I want to see this above 810 here comfortably. See if we can get through this seller at 810. And we have a little wiggle room up towards 815, and we should be able to push on through that there. Seller at 810 and 3/4. See if we get through this seller. Spending a little bit of time here at these 810s. Again, 805 is sort of the level we want to remain strong above here. Okay, there's that push above 810. I'm actually going to add into that there. So strong above 810. Stops are being popped here. This could get a little bit kooky. Watching this through 815 now. Make sure they don't sweep this back down. It's very thin here. So big stops being popped right above 810. Seeing if we get this continuation to hold above 810 now. We should have room through 815 here. Rips, I'm in the Combine account. Do you have a set time to achieve the profit target? The quickest that you can do it is in 2 days because they have a 50% consistency rule. So the fastest that you can pass a Combine is in 2 days. I think that you should take it slow and trade it how you're going to be trading on your XFA. You shouldn't be trying to rush the process. Okay, watching this for room through 815 here. Payouts are a drawdown of trader liquidity. Yeah, that is true. All right, watching for this burst up through 815 here. There we go. I like that. Taking 6 off into the ask. Beautiful trade there. Let's get 3 more out there. Want to run these final 6. Reject it. There we go. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Beautiful resolution there. There's that 815. We're right through it. I'm taking out 3 more in the ask there. Moving my stop to break even or just above break even, actually. Anybody else catch that beautiful resolution through 815 there? Entry was down here in this area, right around 805. We had that break above 805, and that's where I went long. Trader page up 190 all out. Very nice. I'm actually taking 2 off more in the ask on this push up. See if we can get these fills. Just seeing a little stutter stepping going on here. And we got stopped out. All right, so that's going to be our first winner on the book. So we had 1 loss, 1 winner there. That's going to put us on the board so far, up $422. Awesome trades, got $700. Nice work. How about my folks here on YouTube? Anybody else catch that? Long from 781, still holding. Nice work there, Jax. Nope, was too stubborn with the short. That's okay. Kind of got 735, move stop too tight, but a win is a win. Nice work there, futures trading today. Ari got $400, Papa Bull up 400. We got Parrot up 550, or Petreet, sorry. Way to go, way to go. Trader Page up 190, Dwayne up 230 on a quick trade. Very nice. So we were looking for that break above 805, room up to 815. We started feathering out the position towards that 815. And then that stalling above 815, that 816. We tried to pull 2 more out, but then we got stopped out on our final 3 there. So trading really is the best job in the world. Everything you learn outside of it about finance, politics, and so on just makes you a better person. Yeah, it makes you a much more patient person. I've been trading for a decade, and I mean, the patience that you learn just from trading, it's phenomenal. All right, so we're about 20 minutes out now from the Redbook retail sales. With how thin the tape is here, so I was kind of feathering out of the position. As bad as I wanted to leave a runner on, I just can't trust it up here when we're at these psych levels, because if we're looking at trading view here, let's get really granular. I want to zoom into the 5-minute and show you what I'm seeing here. You know, when we have the push up to this benchmark up here, right? We can kind of move the line here. When we're pushing up to that level, there's a good chance, because that's kind of where we started this downtrend here. We came back up, we found sellers there, and now we're doing it again. We're coming back up and we're finding sellers. Although we're above the VWAP, which is a strong signal, it's just the move that we're looking for from 16 to 30 is only 14 handles. Is it worth risking it to get the biscuit and hold on 15 contracts to that position there? In my opinion, I don't think it is. I'd much rather get paid where we're going to get paid there. And it just makes more sense, you know? It's about hitting base hits when it comes to trading. It's not about waiting and cracking the bat for that home run. You really want to be focused on stacking base hit after base hit. We took a loss on that first trade there, and we kept moving. In fact, we were short into that position, and then we flipped long. And you have to be on your toes. I always say this. It's about having your head on a swivel. It's about paying attention to what the market's trying to tell you. It's not about being stubborn and saying, well, I have an ego and I was short, so now I can't take this long, which a lot of traders actually struggle with. You want to be on top of yourself, because remember, in trading, there's nobody coming for you. It's just you versus you. And if you're going to sit there and be stubborn, and you're not going to be having your head on a swivel, you're not going to be adapting to what the market's trying to teach and show you, it's going to be a very long journey for you. So be open to what the market's trying to tell you. Make sure you're journaling your trades, and just be adaptive in your trading. Flow like water with the markets. That's the best advice I can give you. First time viewers, subscribed. Are you on the mini or micros? We are trading the NQ minis. You can see right here, we're trading the NQ mini. Best thing I learned from you is base hits. It adds up at the end of the month. Morning, The Wiz. Good morning. Good morning. Made $500 off to my kid's Christmas concert. All right, Boris, have fun there. Sounds like you're talking to me personally. No. I mean, it's the experience I have from going through the troubles myself of, you know, I was a very stubborn, tilted trader for a very long part of my trading career. I mean, at least a year, minimum a year. And it got to be really, really bad. I was very stubborn. And I wanted to be right more than anything. And I would go on tilt. And it was a nasty thing. It was a very nasty habit. And it took me a long time to unlearn those habits. And this is a lot of the reason why I mentor people now, is because I went through a lot of the bad habits and I came out the other side to be consistently profitable. So I know what it takes to get to the other side. And if I can do anything to shorten that process for everybody out there, that's my goal. I want to help people in that sense, where I don't want people to go through the pain that I went through. I don't want people to experience the long-term hurt that you go through being a losing trader because you're battling with ego, with stubbornness. You're not listening to the market. You're not journaling. You're not doing all of the right things that you need to be doing in order to be a consistently profitable trader. There's a lot of things that you need to be doing, and most of them, if not all, are pretty counterintuitive. And that's why, you know, I was actually having this conversation last night with a couple of members in Clubhouse. We were talking about, you know, what it takes to be a profitable trader, what it takes to be consistently profitable in the markets. And it's not, you know, we put this warning up here, 90% of day traders lose money. It's not just a cute saying, it's the truth. But do you think that 90% of people out there that are trying to trade are complete idiots? No, of course not. I mean, come on. They're not. They're well-functioning, very smart adult people that are not stupid people. These are very well-to-do, normal people, and they can struggle with trading. 90% of people lose at trading. It's not because they're stupid. It's because human intuition leads you to do things that don't end up being profitable in trading. For instance, when you're up on a trade, you're thinking about, I see green, I got to take that off. When you're down on a trade, you're hoping and hoping. There was a clip that I was sent by one of the members, Tom Hogard, who's the author of Best Loser Wins. Human psychology suggests that when you're down in a position, you're hoping and hoping and hoping, and you want that position to turn in your favor. And when you're up in a position, you're thinking about, okay, I just want to get paid, get me out of this thing. And when you do this for long enough, you know, in their first year or 2 years of trading, you run into this process where you sort of are, you know, conditioned after so long, because you take losses, and then the moment you see green, you go, I got to take that green. I'm never going to see green again. I've been losing. I got to take that green. And that's a huge problem that people have. not being able to let winners run or not being able to add into winners. If you folks have been tuning into me for long enough, you see me, I'm aggressively adding into my winners. And that's a lot of what it does. A big portion of what my success is as a trader is learning into add into those winners and knowing when it's enough. Knowing when it's time to call it quits and not hoping and holding and saying, well, on this trade, I'm going to make $10,000. Like, look at the price action now. It's coming right back down. Look at where we sold. We're selling at the tippy top of that extension. That's not guessing. That's not luck. That's paying attention to what the market's trying to tell us. We're running out of steam up there. We're not hoping and holding and saying, by golly, I just hope that we make $5,000 on this position. No, we're being smart about it. We're saying, well, we got to take off the position because it's exhausting here. We got to come back down. So no, we're not going to take that short because we don't trust the market short yet, but we're going to come out of that position and then we're going to see what the market has to tell us after that, right? Rips, are we twins? Your journey and mine sound exactly the same. Once in a while, still struggle with having to be right. Lizard brain. Yeah. Otter says nothing about this works with hope. Yeah, it's very true. It's very, very true. I've been trading for 16 years and I still sometimes go on tilt, but I try to do it on a practice account. That's good. Yeah, very good, Sam. Yeah, you've got 6 years on me. Rips, often you'll have your stop set at 60 ticks, but if you go full 15 contracts, it's a $4,500 loss. How do you do that in the combine, or is that in your XFA when you do that? Well, it's pretty rare that I'm going to run my stop 60 ticks when I'm going 15 lots. I usually will have my stop moved. Or if I don't move it, I'm probably locked in and I probably have my finger right on the close button. But it's pretty rare that you'll see me doing that unless, I'm taking on a big risky position and I'm doing that. I always run a 60 tick stop just because I like to have room and then move the stop to somewhere around the area of the structure that makes sense. So generally speaking, I'm usually moving that stop as pretty quick as I can, pretty quickly. Tom Hogarth, strong recommendation to read Best Loser Wins, Mark Douglas, Trading the Zone, 2 of my favorite books. Thank you, Jay, for those recommendations. And so you can see here, if we're looking on the book map, it is so thin here. You can see these big gaps in the liquidity. It's so thin, and this market is what we're in right now in December. It's very, very thin, and you just have to be on your toes. You can see as quick as we go back up, we go right back down. It's just whipping all over the place here. Although we should see a little bit of direction in the market shortly after the open. I'm probably going to be pretty choosy about my trades today. I said this yesterday and we kind of, we came out the other side in the profit, but I still took a needless $2,600 loss in one of my accounts. It was very choppy yesterday, but we were holding fast to our read on the market that we saw it short. A lot of folks were saying that the market was going to go long there, but the way that I was reading the market was almost a certainty that we're going to go short. And sure enough, we had that short position on. We held those 5 lots, and we ended up making, I think, about $5,000 on that trade or something like that. Are you guesting in Top Step TV because their audiences are missing a good or better mentor? Yeah, I was interviewed on Top Step TV. Let me go ahead and drop that the link that I have here. This is with the time code attached if you guys are interested in learning about my story. And I was actually interviewed on Top Step TV. They said that they're going to have me back, but we haven't scheduled the next appearance. But yeah, keep your eye out. I'll let you guys know when I'm going to be back there on Top Step TV. Are you still looking for opportunities to trade options on your own account too? You know what's crazy? Good question there, James. We traded SPY for most of the year and, ended up making multiple 6 figures so far this year trading SPY. But the options contract pricing for the last, I want to say 6 to 8 weeks has just been a total bear. And it's just been really hard to get a very advantageous trade throughout that. We made it happen, but we had a lot of people here in Clubhouse who defaulted to trading futures, because you're not up against a market maker who's, pricing these things very, very specifically well. And we're having this total volatility crush that's going on. The VIX is super low. A lot of things that are not setting up for a very good environment, especially if you're trading 0DT index options. And so for me personally, I'd have to be putting up a $20,000 position, $30,000 position to make $1,000 to $5,000. And doing that is just, you're overworking yourself. Whereas with futures, I don't have to risk any of my own money. That's number one. That's a great thing. I only have to pay $149 for my XFA account. They give me $4,500 worth of drawdown. So that in and of itself is a huge reason for me to jump back over into futures here with the opportunities that Top Step gives. That was like the biggest thing for me. It's like risk-free trading for me. So why not? And you're getting a much cleaner trade. There's been so many amazing opportunities. I mean, we had some great mornings here where we had some data prints. I think it was CPI or PPI, where we had the market rocket up, and I think I was trading a 3 lot and we made like $5,000 on it. So that's actually in the archive if you guys want to go back and watch it. But it's been phenomenal opportunities here in the NQ, as well as ES if you want to trade something slow, if you want to trade the S&P E-mini. But yeah, it's been incredible opportunities here in futures. And I can't really say the same about index options lately because VIX being crushed, volatility's crushed. You just have to risk way too much to make way too little. And it wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't fun. And trading, it's not going to be fun all the time. I mean, for most people, it's usually not fun most of the time. But when it comes to trading, you got to love what you're doing. And if you're frustrated, it can totally take a toll on your mental capital. And for me, personally, just trying to squeeze water out of a rock was just over and over. It was just totally just arduous and continually stressful. So yeah, that's why we're focused on futures. Majority of our trading is now on futures. That is how I found you. Oh, very cool. Looks like a retest above 815 this time. We'll have to see if that comes in. Yeah, we pulled back there to, let's go back to TradingView. We pulled back right to the VWAP there. But I do want to wait here. We do have 10 minutes till the Redbook retail sales come out. I do want to see if we can get a trade there. You headed for CNBC interview next. It was a great interview on Top Step. Thank you so much there, Futures Trading today. Appreciate that. Rip should take over Kramer. I don't know about that. So yeah, volume is just kind of pretty dumpy right now. Pretty slow. I mean, if you're looking at the components of the NAS, very, very low volume right now. Apple, very low volume. Microsoft and Meta, extremely low volume. Microsoft has been on quite the downtrend here. If we pull up Microsoft's chart, it has been, let's go to the 60-minute bars here. Look at this. Look at this downtrend Microsoft's been on. It made all-time highs, and then it just, some fund was holding a whole bunch of Microsoft, and they just sold the pants off that thing. And this thing has just had the floor bottom out from it. We're down about 20 handles from the all-time highs. So Microsoft definitely has some room to bounce here. That's for sure. I mean, it's been so far up here. It's been grinding higher and higher and higher. So it definitely did need a little bit of a pullback, but we'll have to see if it's going to continue to roll on over. Do remember that Microsoft is the number 2 weight of the S&P and the NASDAQ 100. So it is a very big impact. You definitely want to be watching, keeping a keen eye on Microsoft. Also, Apple, obviously, number 1 weight of the S&P, number 1 weight of the NASDAQ 100. So you have to remember, these are weighted indexes. So there's different weight for each one of these companies, each one of these tickers. So it's very good to be watching these things. This is why I always talk about the Magnificent Seven. You want to be watching Apple, Tesla, Meta, Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Google. And you can watch AVGO as well. I don't really watch it. It's not much of a trader stock. During COVID, it was really great for options, but it's Broadcom. It hasn't really done all that much lately. Otter says, today is my 6-month mark in the futures journey. Didn't pass a single combine and blew only one. It's hard, but it's heck of fun. There you go. Stick with it. Stick with it. A lot of trading, the learning, as a newer trader, you want to be rushing your learning process. But this is another conversation I was having last night. It's all about your implicit learning, right? It's not really something that you can force. And it's being able to have those hours and hours and hours in the market that builds your implicit memory. And your implicit memory allows you to be more discretionary in your trading choices. And there's really no way to rush that. Unfortunately, there's no shortcuts to getting better quicker in trading. There's a lot of folks who seem to, I figured out trading in like a year, but then they find out the year after that they didn't know as much as they knew. I mean, the very first time I ever traded, I thought that I knew that, this is the easiest thing in the world. And then I blew my account the week after that. It's a long journey, and you really need to see these situations play out multiple hundreds of times before, you commit to your implicit memory naturally. And that allows you to kind of see these patterns, recognize those patterns, and really trade around those patterns. We as humans human beings are pattern recognition machines, and it's those implicit memories that you get from watching the tape over and over, or watching the trades, watching the charts. That's what is going to make you successful as a trader. Otter says, that's exactly what I meant in the IG story. Thank you so much, Otter. By the way, Otter, very, very nice. I reshared, reposted that, regrammed it. Very, very nice of you to post that. Really appreciate that. G-Line says, as soon as you think you know, you get cocky and you blow it. Yeah, it's there's a lot to do with confidence when it comes in trading. There's a heck of a lot to do when it comes to confidence, and you can be overly confident, and that can kind of mess you up. And you just want to have your wits about you. You want to be confident, but you don't want to be overconfident. You don't want to lean into your ego. Your ego will be a total killer for your trading. You don't want to be very egotistical. You just, like I said, you go with the flow. You just learn to kind of go with the flow and take it on the chin. Some days you're going to have phenomenal days. Some days you're going to have phenomenally bad days. Some days you're going to have terrible lost days. You're going to have amazing winning days. Some days it's going to be middle of the road. Some days, you win some, you lose some, kind of scratch day or whatever. Just take it in stride. It's all about the journey. Good morning, Jay Quinn. Justice says, I learn stuff every day. Most often it's like drinking from a fire hose. And that's why you need to see these things so often. I get questions a lot about, how do you know about Bookmap, or how do you read this certain part of Bookmap? I've calculated, I've watched Bookmap now for well over 10,000 hours. It's been years that I've been using Bookmap, and I stare at it, and especially, when I was trading small caps, I used it. When I was trading simply just large caps and equities, I would just stare at it, and I would learn these patterns implicitly and committing them to memory just naturally. And like I said, humans are pattern recognition machines, and over time, you just kind of figure it out, right? All right, 4.5 minutes here until the Redbook retail sales. Let's see if we have a preview on the Redbook retail sales. I don't think we have a preview on it. Dwayne says, or Jay says, I strongly recommend avoiding any retail financial news source. There's a couple of good ones. If you're subscribed to the Squawks, you can get them pretty quickly. Bloomberg Terminal is very overpriced, but still for retail. If you want to sign up for Bloomberg Terminal, I mean, you can do it as a professional as well, but that's probably not even worth talking about. To watch the charts for Apple, Tesla, etc., I use TradingView. Did I miss your question here? What are some programs you use to watch the markets? I don't think I can pull those charts in Quanthour. Yeah, TradingView is what I use there, Dwayne. Sorry, I missed your question. But yeah, TradingView is what I use, and I have it all over here on this screen. I have a layout of 8 charts. Is TradingView free for real-time charting? The paid version allows you to do more windows. I believe if you want to have a bunch of windows, you have to do the paid version. I think it's worth it. But the real-time data is very inexpensive compared to what else is out there. I talk about this often, but eSignal is extremely expensive. That's what I've always used for my charts. TradingView, I would pick hands down every day of the week. It's very affordable. I think data is like, for the full package I think it's like, I don't know, $19 a month or something like that. You can combine all the top 7 stocks in one single chart by adding a plus sign. Yes, that is right. Thank you there, K Stala, for that. Is there any difference between trading the micro and the mini in NQ, or is it the same but this less account volume? It's the same. It's the same, but it's 1/10. So for every single point in the NASDAQ, the NQ, it is $20. In the MNQ, it is $2. So it's a great way to get your beak wet and not really risk too much capital. Mike Z says futures are delayed on TradingView. SPY triple Qs is 5 seconds. Data is cheap, like $6 to $15 a month, depending on what you want. Very cheap, very affordable. If you want the futures package, it is the CME package. That's the one you want. Do you mostly use trend lines and support and resistance in your strategy? That's a big part of it. I use market structure, volume profile, auction theory, smart money concepts, which are sort of like Wyckoff or ICT, whichever school of thought you come from. I combine a lot of different things. I've been trading for a very long time, and I borrow different aspects from all of these things, depending the market environment that we're in. But a lot of supply and demand stuff for sure, 100%. If you're on the 50K combine, no way you can trade the minis. Micros is the way to go. I agree with you there, Otter. Thanks for the answer. I'm starting with the micros at first. Yeah, absolutely. MNQ or MES is what you want to be trading. Get your beak wet there. Definitely don't jump in. Good morning, Titan. Don't jump into the NQ if this is your first time ever trading futures. You're going to get your face ripped off. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be a good introduction into futures. It's like a toolbox in the M combining different tools to get the job done. Exactly. That's a great way to look at it, K-Stala. Great way to look at it. So we're just chopping around here waiting for that Redbook retail sales data. I'm just seeing that Trade-Of-8 offers a yearly subscription of $14.99 and it's commission-free trading with someone who has big size like yourself. Why don't you do this option? Because I like trading on Top Step. I don't have to put up any of my own capital for Top Step. There's the yearly subscription is just for your commissions. That's all. You still have to put a deposit down. Top Step through Trade-Of-8. I don't have to pay for any. The commissions are still going to happen. It wouldn't work like that. Commissions still happen. Ninja Trader has the exact same deal. Yeah. I wish there was commission free. Yeah, but if you're trading, with your own money, you could do commission free. The platform ends up being the lifetime, and you get the whole platform and everything. Otherwise, Ninja Trader's $99 a month, or you can get it for free and then you pay even more commissions. $279 a turn. Or I think it's $279, $249, or $209, I believe. I don't know that Trade-Of-8 is actually commission-free trading. I don't think they are. I still think that you have to pay some fees. I can't imagine that there's any futures brokers out there that give you fully commission-free, because otherwise you could exploit the crap out of that. Okay, Redbook retail sales in at 3.0% year over year. Let's see if we get the month to date. Waiting on that feed here. The week ending December 2nd, plus 3% year over year. Don't know if the estimate was lower than that. But yeah, there you can see somebody asked earlier, does Redbook retail sales move the market? Let's drop it into the 5-minute. There's your answer. Not really, no. So the next patch of data here that's coming out is not going to be until 9:45. That is the services PMI. The Fed's going to be looking at that one, but the JOLTS job openings is going to be the big print of the day here. Can trade up to the 5 and the 50K. Yeah, that is true. Bloomberg terminal was $13,000 a month when I was working. Now it's like $25 a year. It's crazy. I exclusively use the Rips bathroom indicator. Yeah, it's $24.25. That's what it costs now. But you get a cute little keyboard. Don't forget the cute keyboard you get. Jonas says, I normally trade with Apex, but got 150 combine with Top Step. Will I have to continue paying monthly once I pass the evaluation? Nope. It's one lifetime fee. One lifetime fee once you pass. And it's $149. And then the best part is your very first payout that you take, you get $149 refunded. So it's free. You get that fee refunded. Got it because of you, Rips. Hey, there you go. Nice. So we're pushing up into the 9 a.m. hour. 125 likes was our benchmark. I haven't checked yet. 125 likes, and we will continue streaming through the open. Let's see if we got there. I got to check. I haven't looked yet. We are at 97. Oh, my goodness. Well, we got to get to 125 likes here to get trading live here through the open. SPY pre-market GEX 450 negative, 454, and 459 positive. Thank you for that, Peachy. People, it's free to like. Short from 805 and a half. Good luck to you there, Otter. I'll go give you one. Thanks, Tide. Hey, Reps, any comment about the Tick trader been receiving promotional emails? I'm not familiar with Tick myself. I only trade on Top Step. I traded on some other funding companies, and I took a $20,000 payout from one of them. Never traded on them again. I prefer trading on Top Step. It's the closest you're going to get to your real money. They have the best support team. They put you in a live account if you do really, really well. There's everything about it is just better than any other funding company out there. And if anybody could ever bring me a better funding company or would like to challenge Top Step as who's the better funding company, I'd love to see it because I don't think it exists. Nice short there, Otter. By the way, he's short from 805 and a half. We are coming down here. We broke below the VWAP. Very, very nice. I love Top Step's end of day drawdown. Intraday is hunting you to kill you and eat you all day long. It's very true, Robert. 125 likes now. Congratulations. All right, we'll stream through the open here on YouTube. So definitely want to see if there's any setup here that I like. I don't like this where we're kind of hesitating at the VWAP. I mean, I just think that we're probably going to have a low liquid environment up until the open. And even then, it's probably going to be pretty choppy. I'm going to try to keep myself from trading the first 5 minutes. I don't know if I'll be able to commit to it because I might see a look that I like, but I'm going to try off the open here to try to commit to sitting on my hands for the first 5 minutes. That's one of the things we always said in Clubhouse. And we got to trade on SOMH, sitting on my hands. Thank you, Titan. Got his like in. Yeah, I think we hit the benchmark, right? Let me just double check here. Somebody said that we did it. I believe you guys. Yeah, we get 133. You guys are awesome. But if you guys somehow get into 400, we do a Top Step Combine giveaway. Tomorrow, we only have to hit 300. So I think that if you guys want to win a Top Step Combine, make sure you guys show up tomorrow. We're going to be giving it away here live on YouTube and in Discord, of course. And that's going to be if we get 400 likes today, which I don't think we'll do, but, I'd be happy to be surprised. But if we get to 300 likes tomorrow, if we don't hit 300 likes tomorrow, I'd be shocked. And then the benchmark will move on Thursday to 200 likes. 300 more. Do you have a course on how to trade with Bookmap? We actually have a webinar that's in Clubhouse. We have a webinar that talks about Bookmap. And there's a promotion that we have that Nightbot just said it there in chat. You can try Clubhouse out for 7 days for $7 and see if it's a good fit for you. During those 7 days, you get full access to all of the webinars in the archive, and you can go through all of the education. I mean, if you totally want to, sign up for 7 days, cancel immediately. You're only on the hook for $7. You cancel that immediately. You're still you get to hang out in the chat for the next 7 days, and you get to watch all the webinars for 7 days, and you're out $7, And if you like it, subscribe. I liked it 400 times, but it didn't work. Yeah, we'll have to see if we can actually make it through the first 5 minutes here. Hello, new here. It's new to futures, new to trading. Very nice. Welcome, Phoenix. Good morning. Yeah, you see here, we're just kind of chopping around in this range. I'm going to go back to the 30-minute, actually. And you can see here, just pretty much ado about nothing. We caught that move to the top side here from 805 all the way up to 815, 816. So that was a nice little trade there that we caught. But as we're kind of holding in this area, it's a couple of things I'm going to be looking for here off the open. We haven't really created any order blocks that are super interesting here. If this would have pierced above this wick here and closed above that, then we would have had this wick being an order block. I mean, you can see that this is probably more of an order flow zone. So we can draw this here on our chart. And we can just write order flow zone. Let's change this to a green block. Right there. And then we'll say order flow zone. There we go. So this is a little bit of an order flow zone here. If we break below that, we do have room down to 721.25. So, I mean, we do have a lot of room for alpha this morning here off the open, but I really want to try to pace myself, wait for the dust to settle, because I think that the current environment that we're in right now, number one, we don't have that first major data print until 15 minutes after the bell, which is going to be, extremely important for us to watch that. And on top of that, we have the 10 a.m. data that's going to be coming out. So I would expect that we're going to see a very low liquid environment here off the open. So pacing yourself off this open is going to be paramount, I think, to your success. Good morning there, Caesar. We're chopping between your MC levels. Let's check out the MC levels, shall we? Yeah, look at that. And there's our MC levels for the day. But yeah, there was our trade that we took earlier. If you guys are just tuning in now, that was the trade that we took. That was our long here, long around 805, and then pulling out most of our contracts there, just a touch above 815. And you can see here, look at this book map. Look at how this is where you can tell that the liquidity is very thin. When you see these big gaps in these orders here, you can just see that what causes that, right? What causes that? Well, the reason why is because they're not providing liquidity to the upside here, and these algorithms are chasing up the price, and you can see these bubbles. I mean, that's a tiny little bubble right there. And they're only filling a little bit of that on the way up. They'd rather fill it up high, and this is where it gets more thick and chunky, like Campbell's soup. To the downside here, you can see the same thing. We're just flashing on down. They're not showing any bids there. On the bid, they're letting it careen on down, and then it gets a little chunky there, but not super thick. And this is why I love Bookmap, because I can see X-ray vision into the candles here. Whereas on TradingView, if we drop this into, let's say, the 2 minute, I can't really see how much liquidity was down here in this part of the candle and how much was there. Closest thing you can really get to is a volume profile chart, which is going to look like this if it loads. I got to probably go to the 5 minute here. There we go. So now you can kind of see how much volume has been contracted in each sort of area here. You can see we got a very scant liquidity to the top side here. We do have room to the downside here. This order block, order flow zone rather, has a little bit of liquidity here, but we do have more that's stacked above it, and this is kind of where we're painting around right now. So once we exit this area of liquidity, we could be trapped in this area for a good part of the morning, given that we have data that's going to be coming out at 9:45 and then 10. We could kind of chop around for that whole part there. The idea is that you want to be very steadfast that you're not getting your face ripped off in that, where, this happens often where it looks like it's a beautiful short, and then all of a sudden all these bids stack up and then they make it super thin and this thing jumps right back up to the top side looking like it's a great long, and then before you know it's flushing back down, then we're just creating a perfect sine wave there. So just be careful today. Be careful off the open. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to be very, very careful myself here to not jump into anything too early here. The Dome and Quant Tower is a bit closer to Bookmap. Yeah, I think they have a heat map in there as well, right? Open 15-minute fair value gap in the mid 700s looks like a good target to you. Let's see here. Probably back here, right? Let's see. That guy right there. That's the one that I would see, right? This little imbalance here, even though we've kind of tucked into that there. Oh, we haven't. Look at that. So let's go ahead and add that there. Yeah, there we go. Get some inefficiency there. Thank you for pointing that out there. Otter? Is that 51 to 61? Let's see. Yeah, 51 to 16 3/4. Very nice. So we got some interesting zones here, some areas of interest. Let's see here. K-Style says, I always turn on Bookmap when my wife comes in, so she thinks I'm a market genius. Yeah, you look super smart when you got Bookmap up, right? They go, what is that? You go, sorry, honey, you just wouldn't understand. It's only for market wizards like us here. Why is that inefficient? Okay, so that is inefficient because we have a gap between those wicks, and the wicks that we're looking at here, whoops, don't want to move that. Wicks that we're looking at here at the top of that wick creates this inefficiency because this is an impulsive move to the top side there. That is an impulsive move. And in fact, you could call that more of an order flow zone down here. That's kind of why we have the bottoming area at 721 1/4, but there's that gap between the bottom of that wick and the top of that wick there on the 15 minute. That is why it's inefficient. And the inefficiency is generated from the fact that it goes so fast through that zone. It's you have orders that likely did not get filled. There's liquidity in that area that needs to get filled. I wish there was a control C for trades. Yeah, I had that feeling often when I'd have huge losing trades. If I was trading like a knucklehead, I'd have a big losing trade and I'd sit there and be like, okay, why did I even take that? And you more than anything, you're sitting there and you're thinking like, oh boy, I wish I could give that back. I wish I could just go back before I even put on that trade. Do you usually vary your stop loss, or is it consistent to 10 to 15 ticks? Usually I'm changing it around to what makes sense in the market structure and how many lots that I have on. I'm usually moving it. I have an idea of where it's going to be when I put on the trade, and then the moment it goes on, I'm usually moving it instantly. And then the ATM strategy I use is a 60 tick stop, but I'm usually never just running it fully 60 ticks unless I'm trading fewer lots. Trading like a knucklehead. That hit home. Yeah. I don't think I've seen the pre-market this low liquidity since I started trading. This is the environment that we're in right now. And as bad as we want to push buttons here, the safe thing to do is just kind of kick back, sit and wait and see if the market gives us any nice opportunities here to trade. Mine says, good morning, Rips. What's a failed auction on ES? I heard it on Top Step TV from one of the guys. Thanks. I mean, that could be a lot of different things. I'd have to know a little bit more about the context, but if you have the auction sort of going up into an area, let's just say there's a lot of demand for the price. This could be a failed auction up here. You could say that this is a failed auction because, we've come up multiple times to that 813.5 and the auction kind of pitters around up there. So you have to imagine we're in a room with a bunch of people. Just imagine like the pits are still around. A bunch of people are sitting there and they're like, anybody want 813s? You got 815s on the offer, 815s, and they're trying to sell you 815s. And, there's a couple of people buying them because we have these perks above here. And they're saying, okay, 815s, we'll sell you 817.5. Okay, 815. Let's do 814, 813. And nobody's buying it. So that's a failed auction. That could be what they're talking about there. Good morning, Adam. Thank you for joining us. But that could be what they're talking about there for a failed auction. But yeah, that's you want to humanize this process as much as you can. And even though it's algorithms that are conducting a lot of these trades, you want to look at it as there is still very much a real live auction going on here. And you want to, think about it in that context. It'll help you kind of visualize what's going on here. We came up above that 813.5. People were trying to sell 815s, 817s, 820s. Nobody's interested, so it comes on back down. We're always in a search for liquidity. That's what the market's doing when it's moving around like this. We're on a hunt for liquidity. We're looking for where people think the price is fair and valuable. And if there's demand for the price, we start offering it higher. If there's no demand for the price, they start bidding it lower and lower and lower. And the offer will come down because the offers are going to chase down because people want to get filled. And that's the auction process. If you're interested in learning more about the auction process, I do recommend 2 books, Markets in Profile and, what's the other one? Markets in Profile and Mind Over Markets. I always forget that second one. Mind Over Markets and Markets in Profile. It's Dalton's teachings. It's very good. It talks about TPO charts. I used to trade on TPO charts a long, long time ago. But I think I stopped right around when I started using Bookmap. Still very good to go through the process and learn how that works. I used to know them like the back of my hand. I mean, I forget even what's the final hour. Which is that, like a Z sim? I think it's Z's, or you got the A hours, you got the B hours, the C's, the D's. But yeah. Otter says, yes, many floor guys I knew could not make it without being able to read the room other traders. Yeah, it's very different. It's a very different style of trading. It's like comparing somebody who just trades off a price ladder to somebody who's just only trades on charts and looks at support and resistance, technical analysis, that kind of thing. VWAP is getting buff, lifting the price. Yeah, it's just kind of holding there at the VWAP right now, those 800s for now. Question, the coupon code is the entire word Top Step coupon? No, you just click that link there, Phoenix. If you click that link, your very first Top Step account, when you finally get to the checkout, it'll discount it even deeper. But with the link, they are discounted at $49, $99, and $149 for those accounts. So yeah, just as long as you click the link, you don't have to put in a coupon code. Trading like a knucklehead. I like that one, right? So we are about just over 15 minutes here until the open. Remember, for the data that we're looking at today, it's going to be 15 minutes after the open. That is the Global Services PMI. And the big one, I think the biggest one, PMI is big, but I think the biggest one today is going to be the JOLTS job openings. Any bias today? Not yet. Right now, it's too thick of a range here for me to have any kind of bias because I can go either way. We are in an uptrend, right? We're in a temporary uptrend here, but if we're looking at the external liquidity, we are in a downtrend. So even though we're internally, I'd call this internal liquidity right now. Internally, we're in an uptrend temporarily, and we're a little bit too tightly wound here. So I would have to see if we break through, we repaint this inefficiency, we're weak through that, weak below 721.25. I think we'll get confirmation to take this thing short, and we could potentially find room down, close to 100 points lower. I don't know if we'll get all the way down to 614, but we do have room down there. There's a lot of liquidity that will need to be revisited down there. And then on the flip side of the coin, if we find strength in buyers in these order flow zones, these inefficiencies, then we could potentially paint our way back up to this 830.25 and 875.75. So no bias yet because the market hasn't given me enough information. I can go either way. In fact, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll on this. Let's see here. I'm thinking lower, reading my mind. Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. I'm not sold on anything yet. Not sold on anything yet. All right. Does NQ end the day up or down? We'll do up, down, and then of course unchanged for you folks that want to be sly. All right, we are coming down here. 800s are flushing. We're back down into the 790s here. Go ahead and vote in this poll. It is anonymous, so please vote with honesty. Do I trade in SIM or XFA? I trade 3 XFAs. Didn't trade my XFA yesterday because I didn't have any looks that I trusted completely. Do not trade in SIM ever. I never trade in SIM. I'm either trading in combines or XFAs. I never trade in SIM. But yesterday, I did not choose to trade in my XFAs. Big Mac says, I'm pretty sure the last 6 or 7 votes from me have been wrong. That being said, I voted unchanged today. There you go. Okay, the short is starting to pay off. You were short from 805, right, Otter? Are you still short from there? Bathroom crash coming early. I am going to hit the restroom here probably in like 5, maybe 10 minutes. Nice, Otter. Very, very nice. Wow, 20 handles already. Beautiful. Nice trade. So we are coming down a little bit here. Are you trading a cash account now? Need to know. No, I'm trading XFAs or combines. That's it. I'm not trading any cash account, only XFAs or combines. I did get an email about them wanting to put me on live, and they're looking at my performance. I think that if I have a couple more good trading days in one of these XFAs, the balance is getting pretty high. I do think that they will bring me over into the live, personally. That's what I think. But hey, if they don't, even better, because I can continue to trade without having my orders hit the market, which is great because you get instant fills. So we are coming down still. We have some bids kind of firming up here, anticipating that 785. The market is rolling because we have SPY rolling off. We have Meta, Microsoft, Google rolling off here. You hate the live. I mean, I come from trading live accounts, nothing but live accounts. I mean, I only got on Top Step here a few months ago. But you know, it's fine. It's okay. I mean, when I first started trading NQ, I didn't realize like what I was doing when I very first started trading it. And I got way too big for my britches. I was trading like an enormous amount of size. And yeah, I learned pretty quickly that that's not what you do, number one. And number two, it's not that big of a deal getting filled. It's only when you're trading, you know, very low liquidity zones, very low liquidity environments, maybe during Globex or middle of the morning, maybe the end of London. Well, not the end of London, but during London, maybe, you know, with the Tokyo and London overlap. Do I trade market? I don't know what that means. The XFA fills will spoil you. Yeah, but I'm used to it. That's the thing. If I'd never traded in a live environment, then yeah, it would probably be a pretty big shock. But you know, I've traded tons of live trading in my career. Okay, my bad. I want to know when you're gambling combines or trading series. Just assume I'm always just gambling and just throwing caution to the wind and totally being a knucklehead. Just assume that. We'll make sure of that. Just for you. Can't wait to be spoiled. Yeah. Top Step X Tilt is 75% short and 25% long. Very nice. So we are coming back down towards that order flow zone here. See if we can actually make it down into that area. What additional stuff do you get on your Discord channel versus on YouTube? Well, we have the whole community, of course. We have a community of new and veteran traders. We have tons of people that are in there that are just big fanatics for trading. We have webinars that we do, and there's a whole webinar archive where you can check it out, and you can check out all of the educational material that we have in there. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And it's zero latency. On YouTube, there's a little bit of lag in the trading here. And with that lag, can be a little bit difficult to follow the trade sometimes if that's what you're into. And so for me personally, I think that having the zero latency is a big deal. Let me go ahead and do the link here. Good morning, Bartholomew. Here's the link for the Discord. There's zero latency, and you can try it out for 7 days. See if it's a good fit for you. And if not, it is what it is. But I think it's well worth it for checking it out for at least 7 days and seeing if it's a good fit for you. All right, we are about 12 minutes here from the open, 12 minutes. What's the best way to get free real-time news? I don't know if there's going to be free real-time news available, but there's a lot of, one of the ones that is great for checking the schedule here is the economic calendar on Trading Economics. I'll go ahead and link that in chat right there. That's one that I think is really, really good. I can't even speak. Top Step X had a good source too. Oh, Financial Juice, that's a good one as well. We are coming lower here. Are you still in this one, Otter? It is definitely coming lower. We are coming into that order flow zone. Very nice there, Otter. Very, very nice. Love to see that. Twitter, usually your best bet. You have to follow the right people, though, like Zero Hedge or Bloomberg guy. Don't know his name. What is his name? It's, oh, man, I can't think of it either. I know exactly who you're talking about, though. Future Trading Today says, since you won the Discord contest, what do you think of it? Oh, yeah, good question there, Alfred, if you're in here. Alfred won the Discord contest last Friday. How do you hold on to your winners? Always take profit too early. It just comes with time. It really comes with time. Thanks for keeping the chat classy, not allowing any big smart buffoonery. Yeah, I mean, people want to be knuckleheads. That's fine. Rome is asking, where do you see the webinar archives? Let me go ahead and link that for you. Good morning, Sergio. Good to see you. Have you seen the Patrick Wyland channel? I have, actually. There you go, Roma. I'll link that for you. I just started watching the webinars today so far. It's good information. Thanks, Alfred. Thanks for not being... Hey, you guys said it, not me. So pre-market movers, we do have a couple movers and shakers here. Hood is up 3.1% here. They have, I guess they provided a November update. Seeing if there's any other large caps in here that matter. Just looking at the list. Neo's up as well. Nokia's down. That's pretty much it. Nothing really moving and shaking. Carried 5 lots short there for 1K. Nice work there, Big G-Ski. Gene says, love the show, man. New to your channel. Great vibe. Thanks, Gene. Thanks for being here. Make sure you smash that lucky like button. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on so you can be notified anytime that we go live in here. Amato's up $550. Very nice. Otter's up 30 points on 2 micros. You love to see that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. What is it? Is it, who's Dave Bloomberg or something like that? No, it's not Patrick Bloomberg. What's the Bloomberg guy? I can never remember the Twitter account. Oh man, that's going to bother me now. What is that? Walter. It's Walter Bloomberg. That's who it is. There we go. Tim got it. Yeah. Smooth got it. There you go. Oh man. What is this indicator with the colored zones? Provide a name. I just drew these myself. Here, John. We drew some boxes here in TradingView. And we have the inefficiency that we found on the 15-minute and then this order flow zone that was created as well. Thanks, K. Stala, for the tips. Let's see here. K. Stala says, add a slow-moving average to your chart. As long as price doesn't close below or above it, just stay in the trade. Easiest way, play around with which moving average length is the best for your trading style. That is very good advice for staying in the trade for longer. Very, very nice. Trader Page says, name is Horsey Chat. Where's my horse crew? Are you guys in here? Who do we have? We had, I think it was, Trader Page is one of them. We got Laura, I think is another one. I'm trying to think who else is our horsey crew here. Guys are hilarious. Yeah, Bartholomew. There he is. Future says, Rips, thought at one time you said you were going to come back in for last hour or so. Are you still thinking about doing that? It depends. It really depends. It depends on the price action. It depends on if it's a good setup or not. Power hour can give some really great opportunities on certain days. So it really depends. How do you think about SPY? It depends on if you're trading the SPY or not. We traded SPY options for a very long time here in Clubhouse. A very, very long time. Great channel. Congratulations. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. So we are just sitting up here, up $422 right now. Just took 2 trades, 1 loser, 1 winner. But we're sitting up $422 right now, and that's kind of where we're sitting at. Just not the last 10 minutes. Last 10 minutes can be very, very strong if you're on the right side of things. You just have to make sure that you're on the right side of things. There's a huge liquidity injection in the final 10 minutes of trade. Final 10, final 5, and then final 1. So it can get very, very wild. You have to watch the MOC imbalance. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that comes in there at the end. It's the market on close orders. Wow, we are flushing down here to the 770s. Wow, look at this. That is wild. Otter says, I'm starting a challenge where I have to spend 10 hours in front of the charts every day for 3 months. Wow, good luck to you. I'd definitely be using Bookmap during that challenge. I would highly, highly recommend that. All right, so we're about 5 minutes here until the open. I'm going to take my restroom break, and I'll be right back with you guys here. Make sure you smash that lucky like button before we get going here. I'll be right back with you in about 2 minutes here. And we're back here. Wow, look, did we get the instant bathroom pump? Did that actually happen? I got to see this on the 1 minute. Holy smokes, it really happened. The bathroom pump is real. Oh my gosh. Jonas, there's a link for Bookmap in the description right below this video here. I don't know if we actually have a Bookmap command that's created. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that bathroom pump. I'm sorry about that, Otter, because that cream drew short a little bit there. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, there you go. There's Bookmap right there. There's a link that you could download Bookmap. All right, so we have 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. We're inside 2 minutes until the open here. Coming back down now that you're back. So let's see. I'm going to try to sit on my hands here. I want to let the market develop a little bit. And before we jump into anything here, we are kind of at the lower end of the market for now. where we're chopping lower in the zone here. You come back and starts dumping. It's perfect timing, perfect for you. So just make sure you're calm, cool, and collected. Make sure you have your favorite flavor of Celsius nearby. And if you haven't already, you have to hit that lucky like button. It's how you make sure that you ensure yourself having a green day today. Can I shift book map? Let's see here. That should be the best I can get it in this small screen unless we want to run it full screen here. All righty, less than 1 minute here. Make sure you're calm, cool, and collected. This is where the party starts. So 48% of you are saying down, 41% say up, and 11% say unchanged. So the downs have it today. Let's see if that is what happens here. Good luck to everybody. Big old spike here, up to 800 almost. Holy smokes. Tapped into that order flow zone. We found some buyers. Meta's going straight up. And wow, goodness gracious. NVIDIA straight up. Killed it at 82. Nice trade there, Otter. Very nice. Over 20 handles for you. 23 handle trade. Beautiful, beautiful. 15 seconds, everybody. 15 seconds. Good luck to you all. Let's have a fantastic trading day today, shall we? And markets are open. Remember, the first big data print is going to be out 15 minutes here after the open at 9:45. Apple is going straight up here. We do have Microsoft kind of looking like it's bottoming out. SPY is above the VWAP. Google is going straight up. Amazon bouncing off the lows here. NVIDIA coming down a little bit. And Tesla showing some strength here. There is going to be a little tussling here at the 800s, I believe. So let's see if we can get up and over these 800s. So a spike from Apple and then a little bit of a pullback. Google is showing some strength. Microsoft still on the bleed program here. Wow. Big bids firming up there. Wow, that was insane. I saw some big order stacks coming in as we encroached above those the 800s in the NQ there. Been a while since I've seen them pull that. Yeah, huge, huge spike. Zoom in here on these 50-minute bars. Big spike back to the 800s and coming right back down. So big liquidity grab above the 800s here. Apple still going straight up. That's the God bullish structure right there. So no trades here off the open yet. I'm trying to be patient here. See if we have to wait all the way to 9:45 or not. Anybody in any trades right now? This is pretty choppy given the situation here. Bartholomew says, I pull that little local bottom impulse to the top on a fib. When it gets to 786, I'm in. I like that. I do like that. So right now, rejecting the 800s. Microsoft still very, very weak. And remember, Microsoft number 2 weight of the S&P and the NAS here. Amato is in at the 809.25, hopefully short. Tesla's perking up here. NVIDIA starting to give back some gains. Took a little $250 quick trade, up 700 on the day. Nice work there, Dwayne. Way to go. 1K off that pop. Great way to start. Nice work there, Alfred. Way to go. Awesome, awesome trading. Let's see if Microsoft can turn around here and reclaim the VWAP. It's kind of fighting with the VWAP here. Wanted to see if we can reclaim this 800 in the NQ. SPY is perking right back up. Watching for this here. Looks like it wants to hold these 800s, if only temporarily. Microsoft is tussling with the VWAP here. I'm going to take a long. Did we get filled? Yeah, we got filled long here. Taking a long, looking for this encroachment back above 810. Going to move my stop just below 795 here. I'm a one-trick pony. I just run that save move over and over. Hey, it's a good move to run, right? So we might get caught in a little bit of a flush here. We are perking back up a little bit. Apple is super duper strong. I might actually trail this down a little bit more, give us some more wiggle room here. Right now, kind of triple tops here at that 805 to 807 range, but if we start to break out above that, we do have room up to 820. So watching for that. Seeing if we can break above this 807.5 area. Adding in a second lot. It is a little bit laggy, but that's okay. Watching here. Seeing if these 800s want to hold. A little bit choppy here. SPY a little bit of give back, but if we bounce at the VWAP, could be strong here. Little flashback down here. See if we can add into a little bit of a bounce here. We may get stopped out. Our stop's at 789.75. A little bit of sell side and stopped out there. So taking a loss on our first trade here since the market opened. See if we can have any kind of strength showing up here at these 790s, which is just a touch above our order flow zone. And looking for that reapproach up towards 807.5. I'm actually going to take that long there. I'm going to have my stop a little bit tighter too. So moving my stop up here, just one lot. Get my stop right there. Let's see if we can reclaim 800s here. SPY is showing a little bit of a bounce. Google going straight back down. Microsoft tussling at the VWAP. NVIDIA going back up here. See if we reclaim 800s with some strength. Very nice push up here. So we have 10 minutes until the services PMI comes up. So I'm keeping my size kind of small here running into that. See if we get this 800 pull here. Adding in as we're holding 800s, I want to see this back above 807.5 now. Adding into that here for this pull up towards 810. A little bit of a brick wall there at 807.5. Let's see if we can get right above it. Punch right above that right now. Adding into that for that pull above 807. Nice pull back up here. Watching here to see if we can crack into 810s here. Trying to take off 3 into the ask. Beautiful. There we go. That's what I'm looking for there. There's that punch up. Beautiful, beautiful trade here. Beautiful squeeze. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm out right there. Gorgeous. That's exactly what I was looking for. Anybody catch that move right up to the top side, that burst above 810 into that 830? That was a gorgeous trade there. That's going to put us up on the day now. Up 895 there on that pull to the top side. That was gorgeous. That was the look we wanted. Nice. Dwayne got $1,200 on that one. Very, very nice. Already up 800. Went down 500, now up 600. Way to go, guys and gals. Way to go. Nicely done. And that's why we call it the MFN money printer. I love it. Very nice. Congratulations, everybody, if you caught that. Very, very nice. You love to see it. Very nicely traded. Very, very nice. Up 2,500 on all accounts. Congratulations, everybody.
That's what we call a sack lunch.
Very well done there. So let's see if we can hold above these 830s now. That was just picture perfect there. That extension to the top side. That's what we love to see. Jonas is up 1,200 for the day. So if you are up on the day right now, this is probably where you want to think about where your goals are and aspirations are for the day. If you are thinking about, peeling back a little bit, maybe not using so much size, you want to protect as much profit as you can. That was a very gorgeous move there to the top side. That was perfectly read and just the exact move that we're looking for. Like Dr. Swag over here, up 1,300 and done for the day. That's the way to do it. Wish I'd run more than one contract. Yeah, exactly. Right. What was your reason for that trade? Why were you looking for an extension up? I was trading ES and it did not happen on the ES. Well, we had the extensions going off here. Google, Microsoft, Amazon all started to perk up all at once here. And I have these off to the side that I can see here. And they were starting to squeeze. And then we have that popping level right above 810 where we're going to have a lot of stops going on. So the confluence across the board of all of those things is what kind of invited that squeeze there in the NQ. Very, very strong squeeze there. And the fact is that we did not hit we made a higher low as well. If you're looking here at TradingView, we'll drop it into the 1 minute. We made a higher low as well, where we dipped down, came back, and this was as low as we went on that extension, and another higher low there. So those things combined kind of gave us the impotence to, the wherewithal, I should say, to take that market long there. Otter says, getting that tasty bread. I love it. Yeah, no problem there, Dave. Hit 300 on the PA account with micros. Love it. Great job, everyone. Thanks, Trips. Yeah, great job there, Papa Bull. Way to go. Thank you to everybody that's in here sharing their morning with me. We're having a lot of fun here. I love that. Fresh Top Step XFA. Wow, nice work there, Discount. Way to go. I love it. You love to see that. Well done there. Awesome job. That's what I'm talking about. Kurt's up $3,000 there. Very, very nice. Guys are killing it this morning. I love to see this. This is great. That makes me happy. More than anything, I just love seeing you guys kill it. It just makes my whole day. I tell you what, it makes my entire day. I love to see it. It scares me when I run more than 1 or 2 contracts. I'm in the 150K combine, but those P&Ls move fast with several contracts at a time. NASCRAC. That's a good one. I don't think I've ever heard NASCRAC before. I like that. That's amazing. We are trading the NASCRAC. So this is where you want to tap the brakes a little bit. If you're up a lot of money, don't let that euphoria seep in and start guiding your trades. You don't want to give anything back. You want to lock up as much as you can. So let's take a little beat here. We have 4 minutes now until that first data print comes out. Remember, that's the services PMI that's out at 9:45 here. And then 15 short minutes later, we do have that 10 a.m. JOLTS job openings data that's coming out then. So keep that in mind. Boca's up 170. Very nice. Good night, plus 680. See you tomorrow. All right, BJ, thanks for stopping by here. Congratulations on your day. Yeah, Mitchell says NASCRAC. I love it. Yeah, I've never heard that one before, surprisingly. That's amazing. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful trade, though. That was just gorgeous. Exactly the resolution that I wanted to see on that trade. I want to buy you a coffee. I appreciate that. Love the vibes and your energy. You're an awesome streamer, humble and supportive. Felt lucky I found your channel. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for saying that, Papa Bull. It's always fun sharing your morning with everybody. Everybody in here is just so awesome. Really appreciate sharing your morning with sharing our mornings together. It's a lot of fun. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications so we can continue to share our time together. Let's go back over to TradingView here. See if we're going to hold these 813s, 813 and a half. Kind of level I want to see this breach over here. Still perking up, showing some strength, but I do want to wait for that print to come out. That print's going to be coming out here in 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes here. Bartholomew's still long. I love it. What's your entry there, Bart? Wow, Apple's just running hot here. Nvidia as well. It's crazy, too, because there was so much doom and gloom yesterday, and now it's like back to our regularly scheduled program. And by the way, somebody was asking me, I think it was James Lindsay, was talking about, if we're trading SPY. I mean, look at SPY's chart right now, and this is one of the reasons why I'm just so happy to not be trading this. Look at this garbage right here. Yikes. I mean, you get the move pre-market, and then the market opens, and you get this dump from 455 and a half down to 455. We're talking about 45, 40 cent move here. You have to lever in so heavy into those puts if you want to make anything, and they're pricing them. It's just, nightmare. I do not miss trading those right now. I'll tell you what. Meanwhile, in the NQ, woo, straight up. Looks like the triple Qs want to fill that gap to the upside. Let's check it out here. We are going higher here, breaching above that 835 area, trying to at least. Let's see. Yeah, we are kind of filling that gap here all the way up to 388.5 and above. I'm sorry, not 388. Sorry about that. 385, spot 58 there. Mitchell is sitting on my hands. I like that. SOMH. Very nice. All right, so we have 1 minute now until that services PMI print comes out. 1 minute. I'm going to get us back into the 5-minute chart here. 5-minute bars. Look at that candle, though. Holy smokes. So we are back up into the zone of liquidity. We are hitting above that 835. Who was it? Bartholomew. Sitting really pretty now. Big green candles across the board here. Very large green candles across the board. Can we switch to Ninja? Sure. Of course. There you go. Big old green candles here. Waiting for this print. Let's see if this print gives us any alpha to trade. Russell is falling. SPY is just kind of kerfuffling around here. Not much happening there. Trader Page up $380. Nice work there, Trader Page. Will we get all the way up to 850 pre-print? 20 seconds now until the print. Caught 1500 on that long again. Nice work there, futures trading today. Very, very nice. Services and composite PMI out in 5 seconds here. Good luck, everybody, if you are going to trade this. In line at 50.8. The expectation was 50.8. Little sell side pressure there in the NQ. Let's see if they start to buy this at all. JOLTS job openings now is the next print. That's out in 15 minutes here. That's the one that the Fed is really going to be paying attention to. That's the one that's going to invite the most volatility in all of today. So we are coming down a little bit here. A little bit of sell side pressure. NVIDIA coming straight down. Microsoft turning loose here. SPY is cratering a little bit. So it is coming back down here. Let's see if these 815s will hold up. So straight down. Market went straight up, now coming straight on down here. Dollar spike. Let's see that. Let's see what the Dixie's doing here. Thank you there, Titan. Appreciate that. Dixie is up here. Let's go over to Trading View. Yeah, Dixie going straight up here. So I do want to see if this 815 level is going to hold here in the NQ. See if this gives us another nice area for a setup here. Could be a little bit of a pullback followed by some buying here. Watching here around 830. Up 1,500-ish on 5 accounts, past 5 150Ks on Apex. You demand. All right, Evan, thanks for joining us here. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Way to go. So watching here at this 830 level, Meta is coming right back down. NVIDIA, Microsoft, Amazon, Google. Pretty red candles here on the 5. Yeah, but I am seeing some stronger bidders showing up. Seeing volume kind of holding up here. $840s are holding. And we do have room above this up towards 850. 850 still hasn't been tapped, so we do have room for all the way up to 850 and a reject. Yeah, ES is finally catching a bid here as well. So that should give some upside pressure into the markets here. Seeing if we pull back to these 30s and any kind of relief there. Any bidders stacking up there at 30s or 25s. Let's see. So having some buyers show up there, sub 30, now pushing up towards these 40s here. So we're about 10 minutes out from the JOLTS job openings. See if there's any setup before that. Evan says, done and happy, off to bed. Thanks again. See you tomorrow morning. Good luck, everybody. Thank you so much there. Evan, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Otter says, midnight high is taken, thinking of another short if 850 is weak. I could totally see this rallying up to 850 and then rejecting pretty hard. We're just waffling around pre-print here. Volume is declining, but not a lot. SPY's perking up here, so ES, let's see ES a little bit strong here. Yep, ES is auctioning around towards that 45.65 level. Going to sit on hands until after the next news. I think that's a good idea there. Futures trading today. So back down to these 830s here. This choppiness makes me also want to sit on hands. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's what my MO is right now. I think that probably the best idea here. We are 10 minutes out from the top of the hour, so we're going to have top of the hour flows. Plus, we have multiple prints coming out here. So we do have the TIPP economic optimism print that's going to be out. But the big one that we're all waiting for here is the JOLTS job openings. JOLTS job openings. We're always going to have the ISM services index. But the JOLTS job openings is going to be the biggest print. But think about it. We got a quadruple whammy coming out. We have the JOLTS job openings, TIPP economic optimism. We got the ISM services, and then we have the top of the hour flowers. So lots of stuff coming out here at the top of the hour, and it should be very, very exciting here. There's your 950 flows coming in. Still holding strong here. Dwayne is up 1591 and don't want to give it back. You know what? If that's a great day, I mean, I'll say that's a great day. It might just be time to lock it up. And maybe if you want to trade, maybe switch on over to the sim and trade your sim, or trade a different combine, or do something else other than giving anything back there, you know? David says, made goal for the day in live personal account. Thank you. Awesome. Great work there, David. Congratulations. So we are pushing up towards that 50 benchmark here. A lot of flow coming in, some big volume stepping in at 950 here. We are seeing green candles again throughout the components of the NAS here. I'm watching here at 850, see if we get any kind of reject. We should have some stops popping right above this level here. And it is kind of holding here. A little bit of a flush. Let's see if we have any kind of strength kind of pulling up through these 40s at all. Yeah, a little reject there at the SPY. 455.5 was a level it careened on through, but then a little bit of a pullback there. So slight pullback back down to the 40s after encroaching upon those 50s. See if we have any strength here. We're about 8.5 minutes until that print, so I want to think that we could probably be patient. Caesar's up $1,760. Awesome work there, Caesar. Way to go. Bartholomew wants 885. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's above the level that I'm tracking. 875. Let's see, 885. That's the top of that wick. Yeah, I see that. So coming back down here below the 40s. KHA up $2,200. Nicely done there, KHA. I like going after the lonely wicks. Yeah, that wick is looking pretty lonely there. Trader Page says, congrats all, crushing. Love to see it. We got a great crew here, don't we? A lot of crusheteers in here. I love to see it. It needs a friend. Yeah, it needs another wick up there just to give it a nice little kiss. Just mwah, right there. Right at 885. So we are still showing strength here, mid-30s. See if we're pushing up here through the 40s. Market is still looking pretty strong here. We are having some topping wicks here on the SPY, but the NQ components are still showing some strength. I would like to see Tesla break out into the 240s. I would like to see Meta above 320. NVIDIA is looking for 460 here. Definitely pushing the market up alongside Google. Or I should say Alphabet. Pushing up alongside here. So JOLTS job openings coming in pretty soon here. Seeing if we have anything that we want to take a trade on. Volume is declining a little bit, so it's keeping me out of trouble for now. NVIDIA through 460 here, so we should see the 850s probably getting smashed. Should see a nice little perk up there. Apple is showing some weakness towards that 193 area. But as long as, if we have this continuation here from NVIDIA and Amazon, I think that we'll have this push up through 850 here. Little bounce from Apple. This should carry it through 850. There's that push through 850. Big old squeeze up above 850 here. Watching this pullback now. $850 is still holding here. Major confluence on your end at 890. Wow, that would be exciting. All the way up to 890, my goodness. We are about 5 minutes out now from that JOLTS jobs print alongside those other prints there, the ISM print. Dwayne says, I had 4 contracts long and chickened out holding for that pop. That would have been huge. Maybe trade fewer contracts there because that can get in the way sometimes. We are still holding these 50s for now. I'm actually going to take this long here. A little bit late on that fill, surprisingly. So looking for this pop above 60 now here. Adding into this for this encroachment above into the 60s. So tapping in above these 60s now, looking for this to scream up above 60 here. Adding into that here for this pop up. Adding again here for this big old pop through 60. Getting a fill there. Another fill. And I'm just going to go flat there. So catching a little bit of a pop there. That's going to bring us up on the day now. Up 1285 on that trade. Was looking for that pop that immediately resolving to 870, but we didn't get it. That's okay. We peeled off about $400 there from that trade. James Lindsay says, I took a trade in my combine for a profit, but can't see that logged in NinjaTrader or Rhythmic. Did you have the correct account selected there? Patrice made 250. Thanks, Rips. Nice. Trader Page up 670. Thanks, Rips. Awesome. Nicely done. Beautiful. So we avoided that flush because this news print is coming. This 10 a.m. print is coming. I just couldn't hold on for long enough there. So avoiding that flush there to the downside, which is great. Otter is short from 60.5. Be wary about that newsprint that is coming out. Kurt up another $2,100. Holy smokes. Love to see it, Kurt. Thank you, Otter. Says perfect exit rip. Amazing read. Thank you so much there, Otter. Appreciate you. Yoga pants stop loss. Yeah, I really wanted that. And this just goes to show, you can want something in the market. I really wanted that 870 pull. I was sizing in for that 870 pull. We didn't get it though. So I got to exit the trade. It is what it is. You don't fall in love with your trades. Don't become emotionally connected to your trades. Just take them or leave them, my heart was pounding. That's trading for you, right? That's trading for you. Nice work there, Boca. It looks like you're up $233. Very, very nice. You love to see it. So we are still holding these 850s here. On a 150K combine, can I not have a day with more than 4,500 in profit? Yes. Well, no. The most that you can make in one single day is $4,500. It's the most that you can make. All right, here it comes, folks. We are 30 seconds within 30 seconds of this print. Remember, it's a quadruple whammy. We got top of the hour flows and those three prints. This is a big, big print here. So please be careful. If you are in a current position, please be very, very careful here. See if we get anything that we'll take here. 5 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Wow. Holy. What in the world just happened? I'm completely frozen here. What in the world was that? Holy smokes. That literally just tapped 900. What in the world just happened? That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. What in the world was that? Did they really offer 962? Did anybody get filled at 962 there? What the heck was that? All righty, markets are broken. What in the world was that? What the heck was that? Oh my goodness. So showed $2,000 in one contract, but it didn't fail. No. All right, we're holding. Let's see if we can get a little alpha here to the top side. This thing looks like it wants to go a little bit here. Checking into the 900s. Wow, SPY really wants to go. Jolt's job openings, 8.73 million versus 9.3. Huge read for the Fed there. That's why we saw that there. Holy smokes. Big softening in the labor market. That is a big, big sign for the Fed here. See if they're going to be capping off these 900s. I want to try to tamp down the euphoria because that was so insane. I'm glad I didn't get oh man, if I would have clicked buy market there, I probably would have got it filled at 9.6. Who knows what they would have filled me at there, right? That was insane. All right, we are holding and pushing up a little bit here. I'm actually going long here. Just getting this encroachment up towards 900. Watching here. Second lot on, looking for this approach over 900. Third lot on, see if we can get auction back above 895 here. They're holding 895s. They're letting it go a little bit here, watching for 900 encroachment. Filled two, and there's our 900. And holding for 900 burst. Beautiful, up through 900. And I'm going to take that off there. Wow, what a trade. Holy smokes. Now there goes 910. Holy smokes. So that's going to put us up on the day, up $1,700 there. This thing is screaming right now. My book map is freezing here. Okay, let's see if we pull back down to 910s at all. We're squeezing like crazy here. I'm in long here at 917s, looking for a 920 pull. Nine tens are holding. Watching here. A little bit of a flush there at 910s. I want to have my stop just below 900 here. We have room up to 944, mind you. Adding in two more lots here to go for 3. Watching this above 920 now. 2 more lots on for the encroachment above 920. Seeing if they're holding these 910s now. Adding into this. And out. Beautiful. Wow. That was perfect. Now we are up 24.49 there. Wow. Did we catch that nice little pull there? That was perfect. That was just gorgeous. So we got that pull right up to 930s there. Wow. What a move. I got that wick for sure. Wow. What a move, right? Insane. So we're up 24.49 right now. That is awesome. Just to give you guys a lay of the land here. Show you guys where we're at. Oh, drag this over. So we're up $1,300 in a combine, and we're up $1,100 in our express funded account. How about that? Are we having fun, folks? Are we having fun on this beautiful squeeze day here? Big Mac says, gotta love it when the rhythmic data freezes. Always means you're in for a good time. It's so true, right? It's so true. FX is short 922, holding for 875. Good luck to you. That was some fun scalping there on the way up. Beautiful scalping. That 780 went from down 1800 to up 780 on that trade. Way to go, Austin. Here in the Discord, you love to see that, Austin. Well done. Wow, Dwayne, combine at 155. Amazing. How many trading days do you have on that combine? Because if you're over 4,500 in just one single day, you want to make sure that you lose a little bit back. Save momentum scalping during the squeeze. Yeah, that's what we're focused on right there. When that puppy shows up on a 5-minute, I'm packing a lunch. I'm packing a lunch. I love that. Oh, gosh, that is amazing. Neon says, I made a little too much on my combine. Had to bring it right below 1,500 on a fresh 150K. It's a good problem to have. We're having some fun in here, folks. If you are enjoying this stream, make sure you smack that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you have your notifications turned on so we can all trade together here and have a great time. We're having a blast here this morning. Dwayne says, first day lost 250. Yesterday made 3,000 up 2,500 today. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Dwayne. Way to go. Love that. Oh, man. What a great morning this has been. Markets are fun, aren't they? This is a fun time. So let's see if the markets want to trade any higher here. That was such an insane print. It's been a hot minute since I've seen that. Thankfully, we didn't have any prints on. We didn't have any trades on, so no trouble there. You have to wonder if you had an order resting up there at the 960s, then by golly. 4-hour order block from 2 a.m. at 12:04. Let's see. Oh, this guy up here. Is it on, what's the time frame there, Christian? 15-minute? Let's see. 4-hour. Gotcha. Thank you. Let's see here. This guy, right? Let's see. Is that 2 a.m.? Is it? Yeah, 2 a.m. There we go. So that's a tricky one, actually. You might, you're probably safe to use the whole entire shebang there. We'll call that a bearish order block right there. So that'll be interesting. Thanks for pointing that out there, Christian. Love having you as part of the clubhouse here. Appreciate you encouraging the 150K combine over the 50K. Definitely better for my style. Yeah, that drawdown room is everything, and it gives you that confidence. Doesn't mean you have to trade full 15 lots, but it just gives you the confidence to, you're not sitting there like, oh man, I'm so close. And plus you can trade the NQ, and that's way more fun, right? Kick a button, taking names, love it. Jayden is up at $830 today. First time felt confidence in my observation. Hey, there you go, Jayden. I got Rhythmic and CQG running for those events on NT though. Short from 911 to buy a 911. Good luck to you there, Otter. Wow, up $1,700. Smoop only trading 1 to 2 lots. That's the thing. You don't have to trade a lot of lots when the market's moving like this. You really don't. You really don't have to do it. You can be very, very calm in your trades. You can, you don't have to start risking all that much. And up $1,700, that's a killer day. Congratulations there, Smooth. So once I pass the 150 combine, do I have a limit on how much I can make per day? You do not. You can make unlimited. Unlimited amounts of loot. There's people that, there's one guy who made $200,000 in a week of trading 2 combines, or 100,000. I can't remember, but nope, no limit on how much you can make on your XFAs. No limit whatsoever. The only limit that they have is that they limit the amount of lots that you can take. And that starts out as 3 when you first get your account, but then you scale up to 15 eventually, max size, when you have enough equity in your account. You can make $1 billion. Yeah, there you go. That Dixie candle is crazy. Let's check it out here. Wow. Oh my goodness. Thanks for pointing that out, DK. Good morning, by the way. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. 3K is my 150K combines. Put on a trade here at 15,900 on 150K account. MNQ, see if I can leave it on all day. What are you looking for, long or short there, Austin? Because this thing is consolidating. You guys see this consolidation right now? Let's check this out in the long. Good luck to you. Let's check it out in 30 seconds. Look at this. This is the consolidation we're talking about right here. Wacky consolidation. So remember, in the way of data, we don't have anything for the rest of the day outside of a treasury bill announcement. It's a 4 and 8 week bill announcement. That's it. So the question becomes is whether or not we have any room to the upside here. SPY went straight to 457 and rejected. It's now kind of garnering some bids here, right a touch below 456.5. So really the next leg is dependent on whether or not the SPY can hold this 456.5 level. And we'll see if the NQ can kind of get out of this no man's land here. Let's go back into the 5 minute. It's sort of in this no man's land where we kind of skittered on down yesterday. So, for me, we're in this pocket of liquidity from, what is this, on Friday, last Friday. We're in this pocket of liquidity. So, for me, it can go either way. It's a coin flip for me here. So I'm not going to be taking any trades until we actually have some resolution. And there could be a shakeout and fake out here very easily. We could trend back down to 880, 870 and find strength and rocket right back up. Michelle Bowman speaks at 3 p.m. Thank you so much there, DK. Appreciate it. Dwayne says, I need to hop off and do some work. Hopefully not for much longer. Thanks again for everything, Ribs. Really appreciate what you do for us. Thanks for stopping by here, Dwayne. We'll see you tomorrow bright and early at 8 a.m. If SPY holds, we have continuation in tech. Couldn't you see an update from here? I could. Absolutely. Trader Mark says, after that print, I once again had a 15-second lag, same as yesterday. I was lucky I had no trade on, but I can't see where I'm entering, so I guess I got to shut down again. That's probably a good thing there. Jimmy Boy says, you were definitely in the middle of a trade when I posted this before, but just wondering your analysis of this on the 15. Would you say that's a break of structure above 885 area? So if it shows high or low after rest of day trades, you could say they were in an uptrend. Now, let's see. Yeah, right here. Let's see, 15 minute above 885. I'm guessing right here. Yeah, that is. That's. We have a change of character. It's more than a break of structure. We have a change of character now. So. Definitely a big change of character. So we just have to hold that level. As long as we're holding 875 here, this is the origin point of the move though, right? This is the origin point of the impulsivity. So there is room back to the downside here. And this is where these markets can become ever so tricky. And this is kind of where I'm, I'd be interested possibly in scalping around here, but I think that, we're up $2,500. We had a great day so far. I'm not really, leaning into desperation to trade here, given the market environment too. It's so thin. You have to understand, even if you have a great read on this market, it takes 1 to 3 players to come in and just zap that position, and you're having a bad time. Does that help there, Jimmy boy? I'd say it's a change of character versus a break of structure. So stronger. Change of character is stronger. Bartholomew, don't trade the NY Open. It's too unpredictable. Yeah. Out from 922. There you go. Amato, one contract in at 911.5 equals 400 now. Nice work. VWAP touch again and then pump would be perfect. Yeah, if it went all the way back down to below that 830 there. Patrice says, thanks for today, Rips. Happy to do it. All right, cool, Jimmy boy. Happy that that helped out there. So I think I'm going to be actually locking it up here on YouTube with you guys. I'm going to continue streaming over in the Discord as I usually do and see if there's any more trades that we have to grab over in the Discord. So I'm going to be locking it up here on YouTube. Had a lot of fun trading with everybody in here. If you're in Discord, do not go anywhere. I'll be right with you guys here in Discord. And we made $2,400, $2,449. We'll call it $2,500, right? If you want to join us in Discord here, drop a link here in chat if you're interested in joining us in Discord. But we'll be back here bright and early tomorrow on YouTube. We have a lot of fun stuff to trade in the pre-market, so you don't want to miss it. Make sure you guys are early, show up on time. We'll go live right at 8 a.m. We do have a lot of 8:30 a.m. data to trade tomorrow. And tomorrow, all we need to do is hit 300 likes. If we hit 300 likes, we're giving away a free Top Step Combine to somebody here in the stream. So make sure you show up for that. Make sure you have notifications turned on. And when you boogie on out of here, make sure you slam that like button before you leave and show your support. And also, if you have friends that are trading, share the stream with them. Tell them to come on by and see this crazy Celsius drinking lunatic Rips over here, and we'll have some fun together. It was a pleasure trading with everybody. Don't go anywhere if you're in Discord. I'll see you guys in a hot minute. But that's wrapping it up for me here on YouTube. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow at 8 a.m. Take care.